y'all, this is Carrie. We are going to work on some shoulder mobility today. Maybe add in a little bit of flow to it, and we'll see how it goes. So let's start on your heels seated. So if you want to sit on something, a block or a rolled up towel or a bunched up pillow, or if you prefer to sit cross-legged, you can do that as well. I prefer to sit on a block or something and be on my heels. So find what works for you. And again, you can be on your butt with your legs crossed if that's what works for you. And then take a moment here and let yourself settle in. Whatever's been happening through your day, whether it's the morning, noon, nighttime, let it all go. With each exhale, those worries just melt off you and dissipate away. With each inhale, bring something in new for yourself. And exhale, feel your shoulders soften and your face soften. One more inhale. And let it go. Maybe start to make some circles of your neck around. And go the other way if you haven't already. And then reach your right arm out to the side and place your palm, turn so your thumb is down, palm is behind you, and place the back of your hand right to the small of your back. So you have like a chicken wing arm sticking out. And then let your left hand touch your right ear, and just without pulling, let the weight of your hand, let your left ear come to your left shoulder. Keep pressing your right elbow back and lengthen your right shoulder away from your right ear. Take a big breath in and let it go. Then turn your chin towards your left armpit like you're trying to smell your armpit. Take your left hand towards the back, right where your skull and neck meet, behind your right ear. And again, let the weight of your hand be the thing that pulls your head down versus your hand literally pulling your head down. So let gravity in your hand do the work. Take a big inhale in and let it go. Slowly let your left hand fall to the side. Let your right arm fall. Swoosh your head around in a circle. And then come back to center. Take your left hand out to the side, thumb down, palm backwards. And the top of your hand sits, just lays at the low back. Let your right hand come up and over till it touches your left ear, and then let gravity and the weight of your hand gently bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Press your left elbow backwards, like you're trying to press it into the wall. Take a big inhale in, and as you exhale, feel space and length being made between your left shoulder and your left ear. One more inhale and exhale. And then turn your chin like you're going to smell your right armpit now. Take your right hand behind your head, right next to behind your left ear, and feel that stretch at an angle. One more inhale in and let it go. Let your right hand fall to the side. Let your left hand fall and rotate your head around in a big circle. Good. And then take your hands down by your sides and make fists. And you're going to rotate so your fingernails, your fists are out, the eye of your elbows are facing out. So this is an external rotation of your shoulder turning out. And then we're just, actually take your right hand on your rib cage so you can feel the rib cage stay knitted in while we move the left arm. So your left fingernails are out. Start to bring your hand and arm across your body. The eye of your elbow is still up towards the ceiling. And without rotating your waist, you're just moving through the shoulder. Start to lift up. Bring your arm right in front of your face. Your hand is still up, our forearm's still up. Once you get to the top, plug your shoulder blade into the socket in the back so you're not shrugging up. When you get to the top, slightly turn your fist so now your fingernails face out. And then keep rotating your shoulder all the way back without twisting through your waist, just your shoulder. And once you get about halfway, you have to turn your fist even more. You have to turn your thumb even down and around more. Come back behind as much as you can until you come back to your side. And then plug your shoulder blade in like you're holding a piece of paper right underneath your armpit and you don't want it to fall. So you got to have a little bit of engagement in those muscles there. And then we're going to go backwards. So start to your fists are out. Now you're really in an internal rotation of your shoulder as well. So bring your hand back behind. Start to lift. As you get about halfway, you have to start turning your fist outward. Lift a little bit higher. As you get higher and higher, keep turning your fist. So now you're back in that external rotation. Fist and thumb are facing in. Keep turning till the eye of your elbow comes up towards the ceiling. Bring your hand over and around in the front until you come down and plug it in again like you have that piece of paper. Let's do it one more time, a little bit faster. Inhale, start to come up and around. Eye of your elbow faces up till you come all the way up. Shoulder blade is plugged in. Start to turn your fist out and around. Come back around. As you get about halfway, turn your fist even more. Bring your hand back around until you plug it in right next to your side. Good. Inhale, bring your arm back up and around. Once you get about halfway, start to twist your fist towards an external rotation until you come up and around, up to your ear. Plug that shoulder blade in and control it as you come around towards your face and down. Good. Take a moment here. Let your hands lay onto your thighs and just feel a difference between your left shoulder and your right shoulder. Your left might feel a little bit looser, might feel a little bit better. And then we'll do the other side. Take your left hands at your rib cage. Make sure they're nice and without moving here, without pulling out or pushing in. Make a fist with your right hand. Palm out, eye of your elbow out. Plug in your shoulder blade and then bring your hand across. External rotation, so your shoulder is out. Come up and around across your face until you come up above your head. Pull that shoulder blade down. As you come up, start to turn your fist away, your fingers away, and bring your shoulder down. When you get about halfway, you have to keep twisting like you're turning a doorknob. Thumb is down, around, come back behind you. Squeeze those armpit muscles and plug it in as you come to the bottom. Let's go back around. Bring your hand back around. As you about halfway, turn your fist back out towards the right. Keep twisting as you lift it all the way up by your shoulder and ear. Plug that shoulder blade in as you control the lowering of your arm across your face, across your body, all the way down. Plug it in. Inhale, come up and around. Last time, up across your face. Let's bring your arms straight up. Start to turn your fist out. Keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting. As you get about halfway, you're fully twisted to the other side. Full internal rotation here. Bring your arm back around as much as you can without twisting your whole body and come to the bottom. Last one, back up and around. As you get about halfway up, start to bring your fist back around towards the front, external rotation. Come up towards your ear, plug the shoulder blade in, and then control as you scrape your arm right in front of your face and your body and come back down. Take a moment, hands on your thighs, and feel that whole kind of shift of feeling through your whole shoulder. And inhale in and exhale out. Good. Let's come up into a tabletop position, bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, let your stomach drip down, but drag your hands back towards your knees, have a wide collarbone, and as you exhale, round into a cat, pressing into your hands and knees, tucking your chin. Inhale, drag your hands back, cow. Exhale, press into your hands and knees and round for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Good. Make any other movements here that feel right for you. I'm going to turn my fingertips to the opposite way to get a wrist stretch. Go for it if you want. And I'm going to make hip circles here, but you can make whatever movement you want with your body. It's really to warm up all these big joints. The spine has a bunch of joints all the way up it. Your hip joints, your shoulder joints, your neck joint. Start to warm it up. Notice your breath, connecting breath to movement as you do so. And then let's focus a little bit more directly on the shoulders. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side. Taking your right hand right below your right shoulder, turn your left palm, thumb down. Once again, the palm is up towards the wall, and let the back of your hand sit right on your low back. So we're just going to forget about our left hand for now. We're removing it to forget about it. Just focus on the right shoulder. Nothing else moves through your pelvis. And then let your shoulders shrug up to your ear, like you're shortening but keep your right arm as straight as you possibly can. So your right arm is not going to bend throughout this whole thing. And then press into your right arm and push, 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 lengthen, and see that right arm grow just by pulling and widening through the right upper back. And then inhale, shrug that shoulder in, plug the shoulder blade down. Feel the engagement of your shoulder blade, maybe like it's a little pinching as it gets near to your spine. And then exhale, press and around. So we're just focusing on what's going on in your upper shoulder, your right upper quadrant of your back. Plug it in so hard when you're here, and then exhale, press in. Good. Come back to center. Let's switch it out. Left hand underneath your left shoulder. Turn your right thumb down. Press your right palm to the ceiling, and then place the top of your right hand to your low back. And let's forget that you have a right hand for now. As you inhale, shrug your chest towards the floor, and then plug that shoulder blade in. So you can do this and not feel any engagement of your muscle, or you can start to engage that muscle, like trying to pinch it in, and then exhale, round, really press in, feel that stretch across the upper back. Inhale, come down, plug it in as you shrug, and then exhale, press. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press and round. Good. Slowly release. Start to walk your hands forward, keeping your butt high over your thighs. Come into a puppy pose. From your fingertips, lift up and then engage, like you're trying to hold an orange underneath and you're not wanting to let it go underneath your armpit. So engage, twist your triceps around, plug your shoulder blades in, and then send your hips up as you try to pull and drag your fingertips back towards your knees. Engage your low belly, pull it into your spine, and make this be a strong working stretch through both side bodies. but you're also feeling a little bit of a back bend and opening through your upper back and mid back. And then look forward between your thumbs. Let your forearms come to the floor and slide forward into your Sphinx pose. Walk your forearms forward so your crease of your elbows right underneath your shoulder, and then turn the tops of your thighs down into the mat. Press your pubic bone into the mat, and then look up and forward and pull like you're energetically pulling your elbows back towards your hips. Press forearms down and then pull, widening across your collarbone. Press pubic bone in. Try to lift your low belly away from the mat, engaging the low belly muscles. Good. And then press your hands into the mat. Start to lift your forearms off. And as you do so, twist your elbows in. Feel those shoulder blades really plug in, right? One more time. And then we're in a seal pose here, but make it strong. Still press that pubic bone into the mat even more. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your forearms to the mat. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. So it's little like Sphinx to seal push-ups. And then exhale, release. The whole time you're engaging right in these armpit muscles. Inhale, lift, like you have a piece of paper in your armpit and you don't want to let it leave, even though there's space as we lift up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, slide your hands back under your shoulders. Make fists and press your fists into the mat. Squeeze your elbows back. So you're in this cobra pose. Your toenails are glued to the mat. Lift up through your heart. Press fists in and squeeze elbows back. Inhale, lift and lengthen through your heart even more. Toenails glued in. Squeeze your elbows even more. Good. As you exhale, lower your forehead to the floor and lift your elbows up. But squeeze them in. Don't let them fly out like chicken wings. Pull them back like somebody has your elbows and they're pulling you up by them. And then as you inhale, press your fists into the mat. Lift up through cobra. Elbows back, shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale, lower your forehead. Lift up your elbows, squeeze them in. You might see something like this more often as we keep going. Flatten your hands out under your shoulders. Inhale for a cobra. Make it as big as you want here. Nice big inhale. Exhale to child's pose. Toes, big toes towards each other, knees wide. Take a little sway of your hips side to side. And then let's walk your right hand over to the right, off the right mat. Slide your left arm underneath and find a twist here. Bring in the top, the left forehead to the floor. You can press your right hand into the mat to help deepen the twist using the floor as leverage. Maybe looking up over your right elbow or right shoulder. If you'd like an even deeper twist, bringing your hands into a prayer position, left elbow into the mat. Engage your belly so you feel like it sections away from your thighs. And slowly release. Let's go to the other side. Walk your left hand off the mat and then slide your right arm underneath. Thread it under. Let your right forehead come to the floor and then bend your elbow even more, deepening the twist. Either stay here, or if you want to deepen even more, prayer position in your hands, right elbow to the floor. Press hands together, maybe look over your left elbow or left shoulder. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you do this. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly release. Come back through center. Get up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and find your down dog. Pedaling out your feet, shaking out your head. Press the ball mount of your pointer finger into the floor. Press your palm out of your pinky finger into the floor and find a little suction of the middle of your hand pulling up. Dig in with each fingertip. Rotate your triceps out and around as you press even more through the webbing of your hands between your thumb and pointer finger. Your knees can stay bent as much as you need to. Make sure your feet are at least hip width apart. That gives your hips more room for hinging and feeling a little bit better in your body. Pedal out your feet if you'd like. Hold stillness if you'd like. Send your hips up and away from your hands. Just like in that puppy pose where we were engaging, it's that same feeling here. And then start to walk forward to the front of your mat, staying in a forward fold. Feet can be as wide as you'd like. And start to sway side to side, like really turn all the way to the left. Walk your hands all the way to the left. Get the weight into your left foot. And then switch. Sway all the way to the right. Get your hands all the way to the right. Bring your weight more into your right foot. And then sway again. Side to side. And then come back to center. Bring your feet hip width apart if they're wider. Bend your knees and start to roll all the way up to a standing position. Inhale, reach your hands up high, hands together. And then pull those hands right to your heart as you exhale. Take a big breath in, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your arms up. I'm going to turn back around. As you exhale, bring your right hand to the right in between your shoulder blades and let your left hand grasp your right elbow. Bend your knees slightly here. And as you inhale, pull up through your right side to lengthen. As you exhale, drive into your right foot, keeping your left knee bent, right leg straight, and find that big side stretch. Maybe start to straighten your left leg, but you don't have to. Plug the shoulder blade in, press the right elbow behind you, and turn your left shoulder just a tiny bit towards your right. Inhale up through center. And then place your left hand between your shoulder blades. Right hand clasps your left elbow. Bend your knees slightly. And as you inhale, lift and lengthen up through your left side. As you exhale, drive your left leg straight. Right knee can stay bent. And find length through both sides as you come up and over. Your choice if you want your right leg to be straight or not. Turn and press your left shoulder blade behind to the wall behind you. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to your plank position, one foot at a time. Hands underneath, wrists underneath your shoulders. Plug those shoulder blades in. Squeeze your tush, squeeze the inside of your thighs towards each other. Notice if your butt's high. Notice if it's sagging low. Pull that belly in. Breathe. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to your right fingertips. You stay on your left hand. Either stay here, or maybe as you exhale, do a little chaturanga with the fingertips on your right hand, and then come back. Switch out. Left fingertips, and you can stay right here and hold, or you can exhale and do a chaturanga, right hand flat, left fingertips. Come back to a plank, and then send your hips up and back to down dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Flatten that back. Engage the back of your hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to your down dog. Hold here. Notice what your body's doing. Engage every part of your body pressing into the floor. Press it harder into the floor. Hands are down and away. Hip crease up and back. Engage through your whole side body. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Flatten, pull those shoulder blades back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drive through the feet to stand high. As you exhale, let your hands come to your heart. Take a moment here, inhale, and let it go. Feel your lips. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to your plank position. As you inhale, lift your right foot off. So you're in a plank, just right foot lifted. As you exhale, tap right knee to right tricep. Set your right foot back. Inhale, left foot lift. Exhale, tap left knee to left tricep. Inhale, step back plank. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Clasp your hands behind your back. And then stand all the way up. Rotate your shoulders up to your ears. Then circle to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your hands in the small of your back. And as you inhale, press into the small of your back. Squeeze the thighs together. Lift up through your heart. And as you exhale, press your hands away from your body. Good. Keep here. Keep opening up through your collarbone and chest. If this is super easy, keep a slight bend in your elbows and press your hands away from your body even more. One more inhale. As you exhale, forward fold, deep bend in your knees. Let your hands come up and over. And then as you inhale, halfway lift, let your hands fall back towards your butt. And then as you exhale, forward fold and wash those hands up and over. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen hands back behind you. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, walk out to down dog. Hold here, find some stillness. What part of your body are you focusing on here? Maybe there's several parts you're focusing on. Is it different every time, or is it the same thing you're focused on every time? Maybe change it up. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Scrape those shoulder blades down, and then exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, drive through the feet to stand and reach high. Hands touch at the top. Exhale, pull your hands right to your heart in prayer position. Inhale once here. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up and around. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Follow the breath. When you get to the bottom of your breath, then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your plank position. Inhale, lengthen through your heart. And then exhale from your knees or not, let your belly come all the way to the floor with control. Inhale, lift for your cobra. Exhale, find your way back to down dog. Knowing you can always skip chaturanga. You can always modify and do a different thing to get back to down dog. If you need ideas for options to skip chaturanga, go back through my YouTube videos and find your no chaturanga option videos. Little plug for you. Good. Inhale, raise your right leg up high. Three-legged dog. Squeeze the back of your hamstring and tush. Have a little bend in your left knee, and then spin your right toes down towards the floor. Inhale here. As you exhale, tap, come forward, right knee to right shoulder. So you're in a plank, but puff up through the back of your heart. Inhale, kick your leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step next to your right wrist or thumb. Inhale, look forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, shift both hips back, straighten your right leg, pyramid variation. Inhale, rebend, low lunge. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. As you inhale, halfway lift. Take your hands and fists and rotate them up above, but squeeze them like you have a beach ball and you don't want to let it fall. Hold it here, halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, step your left foot back, low lunge, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg, pyramid variation. Inhale, rebend, low lunge. Exhale, step back to down dog. Either stay here or inhale forward to your plank. As you exhale, come all the way to your belly and then listen. Once you get to your belly, keep your heart lifted, squeeze your elbows in, and lift just like we did in the beginning. Try to squeeze the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades in, lift just your elbows. And then as you exhale, hands down, tuck your toes, press right back to plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Slight bend in your right knee. One more inhale. Exhale, come forward, tap left knee to left tricep. Inhale, kick back up. Exhale, step towards your left wrist or thumb. Stay in your low lunge, fingers stay down. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, pyramid variation, straightening out your left leg. Squeeze the hips towards each other. Inhale, rebend, low lunge. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, forward fold. As you inhale, halfway lift, make fists. Bring your arms straight up, back behind. Squeeze them together. Belly away from your thighs. You can have a bend in your knees. And then exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, step your right foot back. Look forward, low lunge. Exhale, shift both hips back. Straighten your front leg, pyramid. Inhale, rebend, low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Either stay here or inhale, roll forward into your plank. Exhale, float all the way to your belly. We're going to do this again. Inhale, squeeze the elbows, lift up. Ooh, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, hands down, tuck your toes. Inhale, press to a plank. Exhale, down dog. Find your breath. Ooh, and reset. Press your hands in, send your hips up and away. And then see about pulling the outside of your hips and thighs away from each other and what that does in engaging the back of your legs. It's like you're trying to energetically pull your feet, hips, thighs away from each other. And inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, step through both hands. Widen your feet so they're hip width apart. Control your body as you stand all the way up, high lunge, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, send your head forward, reach your hands back, palms down, squeeze your triceps in towards each other. And then without letting your arms fall, so you really got to work your upper back, bring your hands out to the side. Press the backs of your hands up towards the ceiling as you squish your shoulder blades together. And then slowly bring them forward now like there's a beach ball holding within your hands. Inhale, lift all the way up, fingertips to the sky, bring your hands together. As you exhale, bring those hands in a prayer position behind your neck and press in. Squeeze the elbows in, Press your head into your forearms, belly nice and engaged. Lift up through your heart. Lift through your low back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down either side of your right foot. Step to your plank. Your choice as you go back to down dog. Resetting and finding your home base here. You can always break whenever you need to. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, come forward to plank. Tap knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale with grace and control. Step through. Widen your feet. And then lift up to your high lunge. Find your strong stability here in your stance. Belly in. As you exhale, fly your arms back. Head comes forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Lift hands towards the ceiling. So you're really working hard through your triceps and upper back. And then with your shoulder blades pinched, keep your backs of your hands pressed to the ceiling as you come around and fly like airplane wings. And then forward like you're holding a beach ball. And then inhale, fingers straight up, lift your head up. Hands together, then exhale, bring them behind your head. Spin those triceps and elbows in. Lift your head into your forearms, pull the belly in. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. One more inhale. Exhale, hands on either side of your left foot. Step to your plank. Your choice how you get back to down dog. Taking a moment here. Finding your breath. Big long inhales. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Seal your lips. Breathing again through your nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Widen your stance. Then inhale, stand up, high lunge. Exhale, fly those arms back. Squeeze like you're holding on to weights. And then fly those airplane arms. Control, press hands up till you come all the way forward. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Move your stance as you need. And then look at your left side. If you can see too much of the left side body, pull and square your shoulders over your hips. I'm going to turn to this side so you can see. Good. And then taking your shoulders here, once you find your strong stance, with your arms, I want you to turn your thumbs down and keep turning as much as you can without shrugging your shoulders up. They might shrug up a tiny bit, so you're really in a big internal rotation of your shoulders. And then turn your hands up and around, so you're in a big external rotation. Inhale, turn, 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 turn like you're a wash rag and your arm is a wash rag and you're squishing and turning it and trying to get the water out. And then all the way around. Thumb comes down and around, internal rotation, so the shoulders kind of come in. And then exhale, thumb comes out, palms up to the ceiling, external rotation. One more time. Inhale, turn, turn, turn. Exhale, spin, spin, spin. Take your left hand behind your back, maybe grabbing for your right hip crease, and then reach up and over for a reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. Exhale, spin hands all the way down. Find your way back to a down dog, however you prefer to get there. Taking a moment here, finding your breath. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, come forward, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, excuse me, step through. Inhale, rise to your high lunge. Exhale, fly forward, arms behind, really work those triceps, lift, squeeze, and then fly out to the side with control without letting them fall to the floor. Squeeze the beach ball in front, and then inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Let me switch back. Widen your stance as you need. Move your left heel in or out as you need, but knee in line with your second and third toe. Good. Before we did the same shoulders in and out, now we're going to do opposite. So with your right hand, turn your thumb up and around your external rotation. Left hand goes down around your internal rotation. Left shoulder is down, turned in. Right shoulder is turned out. And then switch. Whew. Without trying to move your whole body and shimmying your shoulders, just moving your shoulders. Good. Keep it going. It's harder than it looks. I know, it's burning. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Take your right hand behind, maybe to your left hip crease. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. And then cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Find your way back to down dog. Your choice. Your practice. Exhale to down dog. Good. Let's find a child's pose here. Taking a moment. Feeling all that work that you've been doing. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop. Exhale, find your down dog. Hold your down dog while I grab a drink of water or find your own drink of water. And then reset back in your down dog. Good. As you inhale, come forward onto your knees. So you're in tabletop. And then bring your forearms to the floor. So you're setting up for a dolphin pose where your arms can be in a number 11 shape, or you can kind of bring your hands in towards each other, but your elbows stay in under your shoulders. So whatever works for you. And then tucking your toes. Inhale, lift your hips up, dolphin pose. Try to press your face away from the mat. Squeeze the armpit muscles in and up towards your hips. And as you exhale, come down to your knees. Lift up without a full tabletop here. It's going to be a little bit different, but kind of like that seal pose, squeeze in. And then exhale, forearms down, hips up, dolphin pose. Inhale here, exhale, knees down. Press into your hands, squeeze. Nothing changes in here. You're squeezing. Maybe like there's something between your elbows and you're trying to hold it like a stick and you don't want it to drop. And then exhale, forearms down, hips up, dolphin pose. Inhale, exhale, knees down. Squeeze, twisting the triceps down and away. Exhale, forearms down, dolphin pose. Stay here. Maybe lift your right leg. Pull the toes down and pull the outside of your right hip to face the floor. Keep sending your hips up and back. Press into your forearms. Good. Release. Lift your left leg. Spin the left toes down. Lift from the inside of your left thigh. Keep pressing your chest towards your right shin as you lift your face away from the mat. Slowly release. Set your shins to the floor. Stand up on your shins. Inhale, reach up high. As you exhale, cactus your arms. Pull your heart up. Squeeze your belly in. Find a camel pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe find a half camel, right hand toward your right hip or right heel. Lift, twist, exhale, come back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm behind. Inhale, half camel, left hand can be at your low back, maybe to your heel. Lift, lengthening up like there's a string out of your sternum. Lifting, squeeze the inside of your thighs together, and then exhale back. Take a moment, you can sit onto your heels, shoulder blades down. Inhale in, exhale out. Ooh. Slowly come forward into your tabletop, and then tip to whatever side, right or left, works to bring your legs around front. As you walk let's do this. Bring your feet hip width apart. Have your hands back behind, pinky fingers towards each other. And then lift your right leg up. And then twist and place your right ankle over your left knee so you're in a pigeon pose. And you can stay right here. You're energetically pressing your right knee away. If you want a little bit more intensity in the stretch of your right hip, slide your butt towards your left heel. And then stay here and try to walk your pinky fingers closer together as much as you can. Press into your hands, straightening out your arms, lifting up through your heart and lengthening through your spine. The more your pinky fingers come together and the further back you walk, the more intense it's going to be for you. So don't overdo it. Listen to your body. Go where it's not straining and hurting, but just where you feel a nice stretch through the front of your shoulders. And then slowly walk your right hand back. Take your left shin or foot and walk it over to the right. And keep walking it over so much that your knees almost stack over each other. So cow face pose or Gomukhasana pose. Pull your heart up. I'm going to turn to the back so you can see the arms. Take your right hand out to the side, thumb up. Bring it all the way up to the ceiling, and then bend your elbow. Place the palm between your shoulder blades. And then take your left hand out, palm down, thumb down, palm out, and set it to your spine. And then start to walk your hands towards each other any amount. Maybe they catch, maybe your fingers catch, maybe you have to grab onto your clothes, maybe you have a towel between your hands. But once you have a hold, then press your elbows back like you're trying to press both your right elbow and left elbow into an imaginary wall behind you, and press your head into your forearm. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Either stay here or maybe start to forward fold. This might be a little too intense for you, so listen to your body. It is for me, so I'm going to stay lifted. Take one more inhale. Keep pressing those forearms back behind you. As you exhale, slowly release. Let that left arm melt down. Shake it out. Good. Right now, your right leg is on top. Take a hold of your right foot with your right hand on the pinky toe edge side and straighten out your right leg. Maybe with both hands, maybe with just one. Maybe your right knee stays bent a bit. That's okay too. Press your heel out, energy out your heel, and then switch your hands. Grab your pinky toe edge with your left hand, lift up through your heart, and twist and reach your right arm back behind you. Instead of rounding, notice if you're rounding, push your tailbone forward, lift your sternum up. Lengthen from heel to your right fingertip. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Let's switch it around. Walking your left knee over your right knee. Stacking. Push your tailbone forward. And then let's work on the arms. Left thumb turns up to the ceiling. Reach up towards your ear and then place the palm of your hand between your shoulder blades. Now the right arm. Right thumb down, palm faces out. Come towards the low back and then start to inch your hands towards each other. This side, if your right arm, might be much hard if you're right-handed. This side's going to be a lot harder. Grab your clothes, grab something, and then press your elbows, your forearms, triceps to that imaginary wall behind you. Press your head into your left forearm and find some length here. So right now your left shoulder is an external rotation and your right shoulder is an internal rotation. So we've been doing a lot of the internal, external rotations throughout this whole class. Inhale here, either stay or perhaps forward fold. Your choice. Breathing in, nice inhale, fully. Nice long exhale. Slowly release, letting both arms melt away. Shake it out a bit. And then your left hand is going to grab to your left pinky toe edge side of your foot. Start to open up your left leg high like you're in a boat pose. Pull your heart forward. Maybe hold on with both hands. Lift up through your heart. You can stay here if you want to add in the twist. Right hand switches, grabs the left pinky toe edge, and then reach and peel open your left arm back behind you. Your right knee can stay a little bent if you need to. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly release and come on onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Let yourself rock a little side to side. And then come into a happy baby pose. So grabbing the outside edge of your pinky toe of your feet. And you can rock a little side to side. Maybe straighten one leg and then the other. And then let's come into a supine twist. So let your left leg go long towards the front of the mat. Bring your right shin down towards your thigh and then guide your right leg over to the left. Reach your right arm nice and long, maybe looking towards your right hand or gazing up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let gravity take this twist a little bit deeper. Enjoying releasing of all muscle engagement and just letting go, letting yourself be right here and now. And slowly come back around. Let your right leg go nice and long. Pull your left knee in towards your chest and guide your left leg over to the right with your right hand, maybe looking, gazing over towards your left hand or up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale in, fill up through your left side. And as you exhale, let yourself get deeper into the twist. I like to keep my hand, my right hand on top of my thigh, my left thigh, to help the twist, but you don't have to. Slowly come back around. And if there's anything else you need to do before you find your final resting pose, now is the time to do it. Taking whatever movement you need, if it's another forward fold or getting your legs up over your head, do what you need to do. Whatever your body is craving, maybe it's nothing, maybe you're ready for a final pose, you're a full release and full surrender. And when you're ready, you can choose to be seated or you can be on your back. Let yourself fully release, letting go of all muscle engagement. There's nothing else to do but just be and melt completely into your mat, forgetting that there's a physical body that you need to be aware of, and coming back home to yourself. Feel free to end your practice just as you are. Stay here as long as you need to. If you'd like to end in a seated position, take your time, make whatever movements with your body you need to slowly wake yourself up. Wiggling your fingertips, turning your head a little side to side. And find your way into a seated position unless you choose to stay in your Shavasana. Once you get there, you can bring your hands together right at your heart. Take a big inhale in, fill up with as much air as you possibly can, with as much gratitude as you possibly can. And as you exhale, send that gratitude to every single person that needs it, that wants it, that you want to send it to. And inhale one more time just for you. Exhale just for you. Good. And namaste, friends. Thank you so much.